Hey guys, another episode back to back, man. Episode 8 of my suicide vlog. No bang drink today, just all natural. I just had some Honey Nut Cheerios, and I'm just gonna wing it, man. Had some stuff on my mind. Last night I was thinking of something, but I went on Reddit and I went on Google and I got a couple of answers. So I kind of answered the question myself, but I'm not 100% sure. Just wondering for any car experts out there, or at least muscle car experts, if they could help me out. Uh, so with muscle cars, particularly Challengers, a couple of you guys know I got a Challenger, but it's a V6. And I was just wondering if do V6 engines, do they not last as long as the V8 engines? I think one of my friends, Kamal, told me that my car is just gonna give out on me because it's too heavy and I have a V6. But the internet says otherwise. But honestly, Kamal's logic does make sense. My car is pretty fucking heavy. It's a 3.6 liter Pentastar, and apparently they're really good. And I'd be happy if I got my Challenger to 200,000 miles. That'd be cool. But I don't even think the V8s last that long. But yeah, how long would the V8 last? Like, how many more miles do you think I would get out of the V8 compared to the Pentastar 3.6 V6 liter? Or does it not matter? Does it just matter about maintenance? Changing the oil is what I mean by maintenance. What the hell else can I do to maintain my engine? That's what my question is. I was just curious on that. I don't really know much about cars, to be honest. Um, but hey, just because I'm not really into cars doesn't mean I can't get, a cool car. I don't know. It's like I got it. Why not get it? I don't understand people that talk down on others that are just like, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that. And it's like, hey, man, I'm not that fucking into it, okay? That's my question. That's it. I just wanted to know if anyone could help me out there. But, yeah, man, I'm uh just been doing some thinking. I was supposed to work out today. I was gonna go to the gym and head over to my friend's house, AJ. But it's like a 50-minute drive. No big deal. I'm waiting on him to hit me back. It is currently 9:30. Yep, 9:39, and I think I saw on his Instagram story he posted like 8 hours ago of him playing video games. So maybe he's just like dead asleep. Who knows? I'm gonna give him like another 2 to 3 hours for him to hit me back, and then if he hits me back, I'll come over there. And yeah, I guess I don't know. I didn't really have like a general plan turning on the laptop today. All I really wanted to do was ask that question for my car. Um, let's just talk more about cars. Let's just have this episode mainly be about my car, I guess. So, yeah, man, I got a V6 because it's a fucking smart thing to do. Let me explain this. I mean, uh, this is just my opinion. A lot of people aren't going to agree with me. But first of all, I got my car when I was 20. I bought the V6 2015 Challenger at 20 years old. Okay, that's pretty fucking like, that's already enough. Like that's already, to me, that's already doing too much. And that was my first car. Not that many people can say their first car was a Challenger of the year, like brand new. I had no miles on it. And yeah, a little bit. I do think back on it. I love my car. Don't get me wrong. I love my car. Wouldn't trade it in at this current moment. I want to be the first and only owner. But sometimes I do think back and be like, man, that was a lot of money that I put into that for a brand new car, and I could have got maybe like a 2012 SRT, 2012 RT, something like that. But nah, I went with the 2015. Not gonna lie, I really liked, at least back then, I really liked the old Challengers. The like the 2009 to 2013, 14, before they changed the lights, before they had the makeover. I was really feeling those cars, man. But and then when the new ones came out in 2015, was it 2015 or 2014? 2015. I think I have the first like new version of the car, and it was hard to get used to or like accustomed because it was new. I didn't like the interior. I didn't really like how it looked, just period. It looked too new. But honestly, as the years have gone by, they look better to me than the old ones. So I'm glad with that. I'm glad I did that. But yeah, 20 years old. And for those of you who don't know shit about cars, when you're young, no matter if you haven't had an accident or anything, your insurance is going to be bad. Where is my phone? Oh, I need to charge my phone. Anyways, sorry. I can do all that later. But yeah, insurance is gonna be high as shit if you get a V8, especially if you get a V8. Just the more horsepower, the more expensive your insurance is, and so I got like the best fucking thing possible. I tell my parents I would have rather bought an RT if I had the choice again. I'd probably get an RT over a backup camera, you know, because I think the prices would be the same. If you want a V6 but it has a backup camera, it probably damn near is the same amount as a V8 without the backup camera and all the hooplas and shit. But that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I like the backup camera. It really helps. But my stubborn ass, I just want it. I want things to be all me. So there's a lot of times where I don't use the backup camera at all. But how stupid would it feel if I were to ding my car because I didn't use a backup camera because I was stubborn? But yeah, that's one reason why I didn't get the V8 because the insurance would have been high, and on paper V8 is also a little bit more expensive. That's the second reason. Third reason would and probably like the most important reason to me was gas mileage, spending money on gas. Um, it's just not worth it, bro. It's just not worth it if it's gonna be your only car and it's going to be something you drive every day, especially if you commute. But let me tell you, with my situation, a V8 would have been perfect because I don't commute to work. It literally takes me like 10 to 15 minutes to drive to work. And I have a second car. Kinda. It's my parents' car, but they gave it to me um, while I was living here. It's a Honda Accord 2000, which is great on gas. So even when I had the V6, I would still like for a whole week just drive the Honda just because I didn't want to put miles on the Challenger. I've had my Challenger since 2015. It's 2019 now. It'll be 4 years of me owning the car by like the end of September, and I have about 17,000 miles on it, maybe a little closer to 18. I think the average person gets about 15,000 miles in a year. So I don't drive much. I mean, I drive the Challenger about every day, but I just don't really go long distances. I've taken it, like, the furthest I've driven it was probably LA. To LA and back. And let me tell you, man, that V6 engine, that shit got me to LA and back on a full tank of gas. The first time I drove full tank of gas, it was in the morning, so I guess traffic was light. I got to LA with half a tank left. It only took me half a tank to fucking get to from essentially San Francisco to LA. And then driving back, there was a lot of traffic, so I barely made it. I barely made it with like 18 miles left until I was done. But yeah, so 3 reasons: insurance, price, gas mileage, and I guess the fourth reason would just be no one really fucking cares. You know, uh, it looks cool. Like, really, I didn't care much about performance. I didn't care about going fast. I didn't care too much about making the noise or rumble. I just cared about looking good, man. That's what I'm paying for. That's what my dad says, you know? I don't think I'd ever be that guy that just wants to race everybody and shit. And everyone always talks shit, like, oh, it's not a V8. It's like, bro, you have a Volkswagen buggy. Yeah, I will dust your ass, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's never really been that many people who talk shit about owning a V6 that also has, like, a V8. You know, usually people who have V8 cars are pretty fucking cool to me about it. No one's ever like, oh, you're gonna fucking get the V8, dude. Your car's V8. Kamal's kind of an asshole about it, but like, I don't like what I don't. Well, I'm not gonna talk shit about his car. It's whatever. Anyways, yeah, I like what I like. No need to be a fucking dick about it. But I get it. I get it. Dude, they look nice. They look nice. But every time I see someone writing down, like, okay, here's an example, maybe like my girlfriend or my mom, like the women, okay? I got my car to impress like women. I'm not here to impress fucking dudes. When I pull up in my Challenger, girls probably see it and they think it's a nice car. Girls don't fucking know. At least 90% of them don't know if it's a fucking V6 or V8. They just know it looks cool. And that's my mindset. And if they do fucking know, if they're into cars like that, then they're fucking not the girl for me. You know, but then again, okay, so my girlfriend, you know, perfect fit. She doesn't care if I have a V8 or not. You know, it looks cool, but we always see other challengers when I'm driving down, and she doesn't get it. How do I explain? She doesn't fucking get like if I'll see like an SRT or a Scat Pack coming through, or like a shaker, I'll like really admire it and be like, oh shit, that's a nice one. That's a nice Challenger. And we'll be in the Challenger, in my Challenger, and she'll say, isn't that the same thing? You know? And it's like, see, that person probably spent damn near double the amount of fucking money that they spent for me because they don't want to get the V6. They wanted the fucking the bells and whistles, but no one really knows. No one knows the fucking difference, dude. The only one who really knows is you and probably other people who don't really matter to you. I guess no one really matters, but um yeah, man. It just seemed logical. It just seemed logical. But for me, what I'm into, like I wouldn't mind getting the RT. But see, here's the thing that also kind of I guess deterred me away. Here's probably like the sixth reason why I didn't get just a straight up base RT is because the V6 horsepower is like 305 horsepower. If I spend that extra, I don't know, 8 grand to get the RT, it's only like 375 horsepower. It's still in the 300s. Am I really gonna use that extra 70 horsepower, bruh? I've test driven the RT, man. They feel pretty like similar. And the RT's got a little kick to it, just a little kick to it, but it's not that big of a deal. The 5.7 just seems like a waste to me. And I don't know if they're doing away with those or what, but the 5.7 does not seem like a good investment. And I'm glad I chose just an SXT 3.6 with bells and whistles, got the spoiler, got the backup camera than an RT. That's just me. That's just me. RT's still nice too, but I don't know, maybe when I'm a little older, in like a year or two, I'll consider, if the price is right, I'll consider transforming my V6 into a V8, but I'd want like a Scat Pack or something. But then again, I don't know about the Challenger. You know, I still want the Challenger, don't want the Camaro. Going with the Mustang. Right now, I'm stuck on Challenger. But I don't think I'll really be happy making a hole in my bank account and trading in like the being the first and only owner of my first car for like the V8, you know? Just doesn't seem right to me. Doesn't seem right. I don't know. I want to be the first and only owner of my Challenger. And that's it. But yeah, I just want to talk about my car a little bit. Um yeah, man, I'm not too into cars. The only thing I've ever done to my car, like work wise, was probably got the resonators removed. And like once I got the resonators removed, the sound was cool. That was it. That's all I needed with the sound. Didn't really need to do nothing else. I just drive it and that's about it, dog. Okay, y'all have a blessed day. Could go play some video games and wait on my boy to text me.